And we are live and recording. Cool. Hello, Twitch. Hello, YouTube. This is Faceless Esper, and back on Minecraft. More Cobblemon. Today is Friday, so it's more of the open world stuff. More the point, the non-story driven games. Currently, it's Cobblemon. I don't know what it will be next, but there's a number of options I have already, and there are others I'm looking at. Let's see. I need more stuff to make the Pokécenter look more like a Pokécenter and not just uncomfortable red and white building. I'm not entirely sure how I want to actually manage that yet, but I'll figure it out as we go along. Probably windows and the like. Maybe bringing out the front a little bit, like an entryway almost. Don't know how far along Netherbrick got before we crashed at the that pretty much exactly the hour mark last go around. Let go. Oops. I think I kind of like the idea of there being red couches on one side and black on the other. Let's see. Go with that. Do like 4 wide window. Three wide. That feels a little awkward. All the way up to the edge, really? With this being off here? Yeah, it's not horrendous. Do stained glass, I think. Do it like the Game Boy games where the windows and doors are blue, so go for stained glass. Light blue, probably. Is it border? So we do actually want to bring the logo itself forward then. Means I'll be able to actually fix that too, so it doesn't look quite as strange. I think the netherrack, it's a little too chunky. I like the tone of the netherrack better though than the granite. Hi, Mr. Spider. How did you hit me through a block from under me? That was unexpected. Yeah. Lungs. Okay, so Sticking with diorite. Might swap to like polished blackstone or something. I think we're gonna do the netherrack. Yeah, it's a little bit better of a red tone. This case, we're going to do this. That all out. Grab some more of the white concrete and do a wrap around this thing. Bring it all the way down, but that's gonna give it a shot, I guess. Do one down into the actual lip thing here. Yeah, that's not that bad, actually. Bring the red above it out to fill in along side from block. That maybe. I do that, don't need to fill in the inside, do I? Thing like so. Why would you come up here? Strange pig. Why did you not react to me passing my mouse over you? I know you're not actually friendly. If I look at you, you'll attack me, but why did you do that? Let's go with that, I think. I think I might have a little bit of extra red concrete left over. You hit that top corner. Maybe change out the flooring instead of the planks. Go for, I don't know. I'm trying to think of something that actually matches the weird tiley texture that the inside Pokemon centers have. Maybe pick a generation, say 3rd gen, so like Pokemon Emerald one. So like, we change up the roof too to be a flatter thing than this. That's creeper, and I'm out of food. One way to get a wake-up call, just explode. Did you blow up my trees? I don't really need the trees exactly, but don't blow them up. It was rude. Fill in the dirt again. Still probably actually want to have a milting for my like interim team until I can get something truly ridiculous. Probably more than the no, but Clefable would actually be strong enough to not have to care anyway. Current lineup would be electric, flying, normal, fire psychic, normal fairy, grass, and poison ghost. Hmm. Yeah, I don't think I like lights. It's not quite the color tone that I like. Looking at the Pokemon Emerald floor at the moment, and it's strange tiling is what I'm going to call it, for lack of a better description. What does a terracotta look like? Wouldn't really want to do any of those for this, other than maybe just doing like a. Oh, I could do that. Do checkerboard between probably yellow orange then. Yeah, it wouldn't be entirely weird. It's hard to match the weird tones of Pokemon Emerald because that's like yellow, brownish yellow, and then like a Pokeball emblem in the middle. Once again, I'm tempted to go ahead and add in the vein miner thing, and I'm honestly probably going to go ahead and do that before the next stream, just because I do a lot of big digging projects on here, and it's reaching the point where it would make more sense to have the ability to just blast out the entire floor in just under a couple seconds, just to not have to deal with this. Because this is just a little bit excessive, honestly, the amount of time it takes to actually go through with changing out the floor. Or collecting all the resources to build the floor and the walls and so on. Being able to say, oh, all the floor is gone, or oh, I've collected X number of stacks of gravel or sand or something, would honestly be worth just adding the extra mod. It's not horrendously cheaty like a number of them would be, but it's still a little bit more cheaty than I intended when I was setting up this series, but at the same time, this is also just it's supposed to be casual, it's supposed to be relaxed, it's supposed to be just fun silliness, and it's a little hard to have fun silliness when you're spending large amounts of time doing basically nothing. Don't need to waste one of the Ultra Balls on Diglett. Don't think I added anything to allow for the total brain fart. Don't think I added anything to allow for like capture type XP. I might have done. I don't clearly remember at this point. I think that was one of the mods, but I don't remember if I ended up grabbing it due to like secondary features it had that I wasn't interested in adding in or not. I'm still working towards getting that Pokénav so I can do the spawn tracking and all of that. I also need to find out whether or not you can ride Pokemon, because I don't know if you can, but I don't really want to just look it up unless it says in the Pokepedia. So there's a shoulder mount thing. Possibly. That looked like it was just a tiny tutorial somewhere else for a second. Um, I still have a shovel? No, I used it up. Hmm. This is... Yeah, I'm gonna add in the vein miner before the next stream. Because I really do have only so much patience, and so I'm tempted to do it right now and hop back in. Because it won't take very long, I don't think. Just have to relaunch the game, basically. Or excavation on this one. Mm, yeah, probably just do this and relaunch real quick, because that's honestly not... I'm gonna drive myself insane not doing it. Alright, I am going to relaunch real quick with the mod going. Should be fairly quick. This is very unprofessional, but I am certainly not a professional, so it's fine. Totally fine. Essay as it proceeds to decide not to load. Wonderful. You already joined the game as this user. You know, on the window that you can't see having launched. Call it technical difficulties if you will, but this is just a little bit silly. Of course, now it's no longer wanting to capture. Come on, thing, you can do it. Come on, Obius. There we go. Keyboards should be its own unique one. That should be fine. So that's only out of inventory. That's only in inventory. All right, cool. Like I said, should reload pretty quickly since it's just the one thing that I'm changing. We're going to no longer have to worry about just dramatically excessive mining times on things. Why is that blinking at me? That was weird. Game think for a second. There's a puzzle. And we are back to normal. Okay, cool. Only difference being I can now do a spot that isn't going to cause immediate problems to do that too. Probably down the hole again. Just on the copper. Oh no. It doesn't work, of course. Guess I can't share that key. set this over there. Can't do that one. That one. Yep, there we go. Okay, cool. Don't actually care about the copper. Give me dirt that isn't going to screw up the landscaping above or leave weird holes for monsters and Pokemon to spawn in, make things more confusing and noisy. There is no dirt. Wonderful. There's still going to be lots of slow mining just to deal with other issues going on. So it's not even an incredible time saver, but it will save some time, which is honestly worth it, I think. I've now talked myself into it. Anyhow. So many orange berries. Speaking of, I'm pretty sure I have more waiting for me. And not just the uncooked ones here on the vine. Bush. Whatever. That's fine. Why is there an angry Marie? It's stronger than my Fluffy. I would be angry too. Cotton spore? Ooh. You have nothing that will do any real damage to it being able to attack with electricity. Yes, eat during battle. Fire spin. It's an ember. We got a bird. Oh, Red got taken out. Great. 5%. Guar. Lick the sheep. Then get paralyzed. Okay. That went well. Pokemon battles. Totally nonsensical at the best of times. Yeah, the worst of times here. Well, worse. Rich. It's probably a terrible idea. That's stuff I've actually placed in order to get around. Same with that. There we go. $26 dirt and time it takes to break one. We'll even get the gravel because I need that too. I have full inventory. Oops. Break that down. Alright, cool. Thankfully, this is one of the ones that took into account the unbalanced nature, and it costs you stamina to actually do it, or hunger points, or whatever you want to call it, as just injuring yourself by falling into a terrible position. Do. Climb back out of the hole. Look around the spots I haven't really looked at much. Really want to mess with that because it's going to push the digging all the way to the top. If I hit the grass, so hit just the dirt, it'll honestly be worse. Okay, things I don't need to carry. Slabs, which really is such a waste, the way I've done it. So many of them that I just can't use in any reasonable fashion. Don't need this right now, don't need that at all right now, really. That, don't need these, don't need that. Probably should find a use for rotten flesh, rather than just sitting around with piles of it in my chest. Good on you, Guar. Therapy was a success. Guar has been cured of his paralysis. Physiotherapy, that is. Can you imagine if mental therapy wouldn't be enough to just get over like, severe physical debilitation? That would be a very strange world. Talk over your problems so much that it just changes the physical nature of your body. I think I'd want to live in that world, but oh my goodness, it would be so much different than the one we live in now. That is a lot of things I don't want to deal with. Oh my goodness. Not as much as I thought it was at a glance. Just 2 skeletons, 2 Endermen. Hey. Huh. More gravel. Oh my goodness. Super bubbles. Climby, climby, climby. Oh, that's a thing I can't climb. Just climb out of this way. I ate so many orange berries, my Pokemon recovered from fainting. That's how medical practice works, right? What? Oh. Could not tell what that was while it was laying down. Oh my goodness. Not even slightly. Oh my goodness. Hello, Hort. Mini Hort. Hort, Hort, Hort. Why are you all on top of the mountain? Egg. Egg. Beat you with your unborn children. It's Bloodborne all over again. I do want to get a capture card at some point and like actually play through Bloodborne from start to finish on stream. As much as that is an absolutely horrible idea, since I am not great at the Soulsborne games, and that would really just drive it home even more. Ah, baby zombie. It actually worked. I just walked away from the baby zombie and it couldn't find me because I went through a door. Hmm. Hi, skeletons. Don't shoot me. I'm busy. Bring it all the way up. Is that gonna look weird from up front? I don't know yet. It's not terrible, actually. A little bit more texture to it than I had before. I like the color of the netherrack a lot more than I did the granite for the red. If it was a drier toned building, it would work fine with the granite like it's got in the floor of my house. But for this, with the vibrant red right above it, having it be the darker vibrant red of the netherrack actually works fairly well. In case you're wondering, no, I do not actually know design principles. I am honestly just guessing, and I just like the way the colors work. Leave it as is for now. This feels a little better than it did before. Choppy, 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 choppy. Ow. Ow. Give me a sexy elephant and busy. Shoot the rabbit. Come on, Daffy, shoot the rabbit. Or in this case, Elmer Fudd. Zombies. Alright, so that's 12 glass I need for the panes. Too wide over the window? Or over the table? No. Hmm. One of the things I see for the game is that the windows normally be like up towards the top of the screen. So like windows up the very top edge of the roof. I want to do a little bit more white concrete and shift to the flat roof of the Emeralds or the 3rd gen style Pokécenters. I could do that, but I kind of like the idea of just the large windows. It doesn't play well with putting the Pokécenter sign on the actual thing, but in front of it. That would be doable. Let's do cobblestone stairs, I think. Ding, ding, ding. It's not really what I wanted. That, no. Probably change the cobblestone or something else later. Floor is gonna need to be... It's not really any... Oh, the copper tile. Oh, the copper tile. It's a little too shiny, I think. Oh my goodness. So there are 7 unused birch slabs, so 64 plus how many? 7 that I hadn't used. 64 is 53, so 117. 117 still divided by 2, so ow, that hurt. 50, 65, sorry, 55. Oh god. Probably also find out I'd want to do. No, the Poke Center should be a different color, or the Poke Mart should be different color floors. So 57 blocks of copper. So I could probably manage that, but it would also need the wax, I think, because I think the copper will oxidize just existing, not just being out in the rain and stuff. And the blue is not. I don't really like the patina look or the Pokécenter floor. I love the color specifically, but not for the Pokécenter floor. What else do we got that's tiles? Bamboo mosaic is interesting. Kind of fits the size of the tiles, but I don't really know if that's the right color choice, honestly. Um, but why are huh, I don't know why that's popping up visibly. Mud brick. Mud brick. That's really not a great color either, but that's still decent tiling size. Although it's what's it called? Or they're offset. Probably it might just be called offset. Um, I don't like a lot of these really. I don't really want to do checkerboard either, because it doesn't really fit the right theming for what I really want to have it look like. Which I might as well grab a picture of it to show. Do that real quick. I can spell. That's just from a random around the heck. That's a really low quality image. Go. Grab this one. I can stick that somewhere and have it show up for the screen. Just do a tiny little image up on here. Okay, that's a little big. But I want to do something like that to the way the actual flooring looks to there. Um, let's go with just leaving that there for now. I think I'm also going to change up how I did the countertop too. Yeah, let's not bother with the pressure plates. There has to be a way to make something that looks decent. It doesn't involve me just sort of cheating like that. Should I do this in the thinner set here? No. No, let's just do full size on that. But I do kind of want to pare it down a little bit. Put it like that instead, maybe. It's a little tight, maybe, but I know the healer unit only takes up 1 block. I know the... How does that look when it's just that completely smaller setup? Not amazing. What would be a good block for that interior chunk, I wonder? There has to be something, right? Right? Something that will at least look fine. Oh my god, the best I'm seeing is the copper, but I don't want to deal with the collection of beeswax just to actually do that. Ugh. Honestly, I think I'm gonna go for the bamboo mosaic, just because it's got that sort of subblock texture to it that's still in a decent color range for it. In which case I need to go find either a wandering trader who's being particularly helpful, or go find a jungle. Duh. Guess just run west and find a jungle. I go drop off a few more items. Today is apparently Jungle Expedition Day. It's not like I don't need to find more varieties of resources anyway, but this was not really what I was thinking that I would be doing today, but hey! Minecraft is just full of surprises. Yeah, it's fine. Do need to go about finding more diamonds at some point. Which, honestly, if I find a jungle temple, that might help too. Plenty of food for the moment. Got a couple of Pokeballs. I'm gonna bring some gold with me too, so I can make a couple of better balls so I come across them. Grab that. Because I don't think there's anything amazing in this piglin trades to warrant dealing with that at the moment. So let's just sprint off to the west and see what happens. If I had a saddle, I'd catch a horse real quick, but no saddle, no horse. Oh, it's a Ditto. Ditto is not like me, apparently. Oh my goodness. Massive crater. That is a... Let's actually do this mine shaft instead. Might be dumb, but at least this is close to the house, so I can just dive in and mess with it. You're going to make you dig a massive hole in the ground unintentionally. Rat-a-ta. 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 Ta-ra-ra-ra. I've got dueling fates on the mind. Let's go over. Oh, there's this spider swarm nest thing over here. Deal with that first, maybe. I say as I ignore it and collect all the iron. I'm going to die to spiders. Come on. There we go. I'm less likely to die to spiders now, but it's still probably going to happen. No, I'm starving. Great. I know I just literally caused it by using the vein miner thing, but still, just great. There's enough of them still nearby that it's actually kind of concerning that I'm not seeing any of the heavy spiders. Get back up again. Lots of copper. Like, I could do with the copper floor, other than the patina problem. I might go ahead and make a couple copper blocks, let them patina, just to get that color, and use that as like the Pokécenter or a Pokémart Pokeball logo. Because that should be a fairly decent color for like sort of a great ball. Because there's nothing that's like blue and red that would make sense. I could do some of the red next to it, but it's not really a great block for blue and red at the same time. Still need to get some banners set up too in order to make the big PC logo for the Pokécenter. And I guess a big PM logo for the Pokemart. Weirdly, the enchantment table would not be a completely horrendous thing if it wasn't just the wrong shape entirely for building wall blocks like that. There's no real way to do blue and red. Oh, no, that'd be vertical. It wouldn't really work with the stuff either. If it worked netherrack. That's gonna be a while before I have to care about that. It'd be easier to build a Master Ball visual than it would be to make a effective Great Ball visual. That's kind of silly, honestly. Hello, Eradicate. Goodbye, Eradicates. No, I've stepped on you. Well, that's useful. That doesn't go all the way up. Great. I'm gonna break my legs. Also great. while I keep gently brushing my teeth together, and that makes a very strange feeling in my mouth. Oop, hello. Some days I really do feel inhuman. Not as interesting a mineshaft as I thought it might be. So, continue west. I don't know why I've chosen west even. Just direction to go. Ow. Double check the farm, see if they had any of the artichoke stuff. Or any of the Cobblemon plants. I know there were some berries, but I don't think they were wildly interesting. Look, a Voltorb. The angry Voltorbs detonate on you like a creeper. I can see it happening, and I really hope it doesn't. Sugar King at the house. Chicken spider. A lot better than the horrifying chicken spider that attacked me in my RimWorld game just recently. Genetic engineering at its finest. Build a swarm of creatures that you can't control and then release them into the wild and don't control them. Poof, it's a rabbit. Poof, it's a wolf. Wolf. Come on, thing. All around the world I am running to see. Something that might burn my PC. It's a pig, it's a sheep, it's a skeleton shooting at me again. There you are. Successful dodge. He ran in one direction and hopped. It's a spider. It's a spider right next to me. Burning through so much food. I'm almost jumping into lava like an idiot. Wonder if someone's made an Eternatus themed resource pack to reset the Ender Dragon to look suitably Pokemon Eldritch Abomination format. Because there's not much better description for a skeletal mutation or mutation causing dragon thing that exists in Pokemon that is large enough to be probably lived on with little worry. Forget the exact scale of Eternatus or Dynamax Eternatus or whatever it's called where it's just so dramatically huge as to be just Monster Hunter-esque. What are you? Lone tall birch tree. What do we got? New village up north. I doubt they'll have bamboo for any reason, but I might as well go check it out. Again, still looking for artichokes, which are like a blue, flowery crop looking thing, but is vital to a bunch of the healing stuff for Cobblemon. Both for better healing items in general, but also specifically used directly in the recipe for the healer unit, which is nice. It's not just like, oh, have diamond and now you can heal forever. It's a little bit more involved than that. But at the same time, it's also, hi. Also, just like, I would like to have the solution to my problems, please. Lead seconds. Hello. Riptide. You totally steal your books, old man. Leave you with nothing. I hear so much meowing and barking during the day because of all of our pets. Oh my goodness. And then the chickens out back that my mom got because she's just got this, oh, we live in the rural area. We should get some chickens. But then she just randomly got chickens without having actually finished the planning for having chickens. And we had to very quickly build this massive, kind of dumb coop on our hilly property that just wasn't going to work super well. And then she got 6 more chickens after the turned out 2 of the first set of chickens she got were males instead of females, despite being checked beforehand. Then she got 2 ducks, so we had to build a second coop right next to the first one. For a while, they were able to. Ow. Bad ponytail, leave me alone. For a while, it was fine, and the chickens and ducks got along, and the roosters were only mildly jerkish. And then it got to be no longer mild, and so we had to get rid of the roosters in a little bit more of a final solution than was probably what my mom would have enjoyed, since she was so upset by that. Then we're having to now try to get rid of the ducks because they no longer like the chickens in anything other than an aggressive fashion, and that's just not something we can really work with. The other day, I was helping clean out the duck coop from just all of its mess, and it was a literally wheelbarrowfuls of just poo covered leaves and mulch and whatnot from their enclosure, and spreading that out so it would air out and stop being just horrendously smelling, and maybe fertilize an area of the hill so it would actually start growing grass again, because it stopped after we originally had the chicken area covering that. And yeah, the chickens just kind of tore apart the hill almost entirely. In short bursts, they're good for like revitalizing stuff and kicking stuff into the dirt again to make it just better able to grow life. But if it's left for too long, the chickens just shred everything. So that's been fun. Chickens are loud. Thankfully not so loud as to be, wake up call things, especially without the roosters, but hearing one or two of them just get all giddy and cluck all around and holler at us because, oh, I just laid an egg. Look at me, I'm so special. I laid an egg, and all that is just. I don't particularly like being in long proximity with birds because birds are not friendly. Why are you still chasing me? Chickens are friendly-ish if they like you, but can also be particularly violent, and if you're not paying attention or if they're left alone for too long, they can very easily do such things as eat each other. Just thankfully that's more like a particularly strong stress response as opposed to chickens when bored will eat each other, but that's the thing we have to watch out for. We have to watch out for them getting something into the coop that could cause a problem. So we can't really make it, you know, airtight against stuff because eventually it's going to cause a problem if we do so. We fixed all the gaps that popped up so we won't get like birds and mice into the thing, but it's got to be open enough to have some strong airflow so it doesn't become just a festering pit of death. It's a it's a whole series of just why are we having to do this? Why would you just get birds? You don't like working outside. Why did you get a bunch of birds? And well, we've had the chickens for a year now, and they're cute, sure, but oh my god, the mess. I'm not even involved all that much with it because my mom does acknowledge that, oh, I made this problem for myself. I should probably be the primary one working to fix it. They're like, sure, the fresh eggs are nice, but it's just so much money and time in for just eggs. Like, sure, they're better eggs than you can get at the store unless you go to, like, a particularly good store, but they're not worth anywhere near as much as we are effectively paying for them. Not even remotely. Efficiency 5 golden eggs. That is excessive. Ow, ow, ow. What on earth? All around the world, statues crumble for me. I've not seen the jungle, and it's been a little over an hour now. Cherry berry. That's some dust I care a little bit less about. Yeah, swap to the boots that aren't almost broken. Ditch single netherrack, ditch that. We get particularly lucky. No. Alright. It has been an hour. I'm gonna go ahead and call things here for tonight. I don't know what I'm doing for tomorrow night yet. Probably decide like 5 minutes before stream or something dumb like that. Anyway. This has been Faceless Esper with more Cobblemon. See you guys tomorrow.